Hi, it's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic. Thanks for joining me. Now, I do apologise for this one today because it's a little bit stop-start. I had heaps of trouble with my phone. First of all, the battery, and then with the storage. So lots of it didn't actually record, but I did decide to put it together anyway and show it. This was actually my third attempt at a layout today, so crafting has not gone my way whatsoever today. But I do love the end result of it, so I thought I would share with you. Now, the bit you've missed so far is me just really selecting some papers, different shades of blue, and then cutting them out and putting them on this 8x8 spread, just in a little bit of a fan shape really. I was inspired by all the Page, Taylor, Evans rainbow layouts that I've seen all over Instagram and Facebook, but I wanted to do mine in shades of blue. Now I've got this really cool gold foil paper in the background, that's where I've cut down into an 8x8, and I decided what I wanted to do was to stamp this. So you can see I've got a few different stamps ready to go. My first title though, the word Dad, I did want to do in this gold foil effect as well with some alphas just to make it stand out a little bit more. And what I was doing there was just working out, because I do have a quote that I want to include on here. Now, one of the layouts I did previously, I didn't leave enough room at the end. It was a completely different format, so I don't want to make that same mistake again. But I decided I want to do some stamping. It's been a while since I've done some stamping and I really do enjoy it. So as I'm about to put it on this particular one, it's hard to tell, but the blue underneath actually is also a bit of a glitter paper, and I realised the VersaFine ink probably isn't going to stand out very well. So I changed my mind with the stamping and decide I'm going to go with some embossing instead. I've got a really cool blue coloured embossing powder which I think would go perfect with this. So I'm just putting down the Versamark ink, and already I know that this isn't going to turn out well because it smudges as I put it on. But I persist anyway because I'm really liking the idea of having an embossed layer amongst all of this quote. So you can see me here just applying the powder now, and what you won't see in a second is that I'd make an absolute mess of it, and I do actually replace that particular piece of blue, which again I was hoping you would have seen, because one of the other things that happened was my tape runner ran out, and it was probably fortuitous because I wouldn't have been able to rip the spread apart. So instead I used some liquid glue, which meant I was able to replace that sheet pretty easily again in the middle of all of those layers. So I decided I should play it safe, and I'm just going through my stash of alphas now, and I'm just picking out all the gold effect ones, and I decided I'm just going to do the quote in different alphas instead. So just trying to use a mix of font. But again, my phone storage ran out, and I didn't realise until I was ready to pause it that there was a big chunk of this that it didn't record. So I really do apologise for that. This is probably the shortest video that I've actually uploaded, but yet the longest one to do because I was constantly back and forward and things not working out. But I am glad that I managed to get it done in the end. It is Father's Day today in the UK and the US, not here in Australia, but I did want to get this done, as I said, for my dad. So you'll see here I'm just applying this first row of the quote. So this is to spell out the word my first, but you can see here I'm having trouble placing these because it's actually a cursive sticker. It doesn't quite match up the way it should do. And then this is the part where I realise it stopped recording, so I did turn it off to go away and actually cut out a gold foil with that backing paper next to the word love, just to give it a bit of effect. But again, because I'd used liquid glue, it's finished quite bumpy actually and not as smooth as it should, so not as perfect. And I think with it being the metallic foil paper, it's not very forgiving as well with those layers at the back. So I'm working my way through my quote here, really wanting to use this one, this large alpha for the bottom, but I know the entire quote won't fit. It's probably just a bit too big, and I realise I've not got enough of the letters I need. So here again, I'm sorry for this, it does fast forward. You'll see that my quote's now finished, which says Dad, my first love and my forever hero. And what I'm doing now is just embellishing it. And again, even with this, I struggle. I can't even place that in a straight place. My alphas start falling out. Everything just is not going my way today. It might be that new moon that we've got, who knows. But I'm going to give myself a few days rest, no crafting, and hopefully I get my mojo back. But I've got this cute little book from Jen Hadfield, and you can see here I've just put those across some of the layers just to bring out a little bit more of that white, and I have also added some little gold bling on there as well just to give it a pop of interest. So I hope you like that little layout. I'm sorry it was a little bit stop start, but I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you've got any comments about this video, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. That way YouTube knows to recommend similar ones for you. And finally, if you'd like to see more from me, and I hope so, please subscribe by clicking the link below. I post new content every weekend.